Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, after watching this video, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform which we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I want to put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, I do not promote violence, I do not promote hate speech, I do not promote misleading information. Myself, I don't like it. We react to all forms of videos. So
I am seeing a video of a man that say that people should kill Nnamdi Kanu, that he will give them 5 million naira. Nnamdi Kanu have lost the mother, lost the father in this same battle. Many Igbo people have lost their life in this same battle. Me, that I was summoned to Okija to come and swear. When the Okija messenger came, I told him, I am alive. I've been praying for over 190 something days for peace to reign in this country. God told me that Imo State is the #1 capital of Igbo land when the time comes. That there is a covenant boss that is buried in Olu. And I told you that 2019 that war will start from Olu. That a man will come up as a governor. They will call him. My name is Mother Jehovah. I am the voice from the east. I love everybody and I love peace. The way that we are sharing blood in Igbo land is alarming. I am seeing a video of a man that say that people should kill Nnamdi Kanu, that he will give them, that he will give whosoever that kill Nnamdi Kanu 5 million naira. That man, I don't want to mention your name because I don't want to make you popular. You don't want it. I am a woman. Nnamdi Kanu have lost the mother, lost the father in this same battle. Many Igbo people have lost their life in this same battle. Since I entered this life, I have been traveling to different countries. I saw peace and love. I saw equity, harmony. But I entered this Nigeria that everyone is dreaming to be inside it. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Efik that are supposed to love themselves. We are raising dust, fighting ourselves. Instead of equal rights, we decided to be killing ourselves and be sharing blood. Mwekuke Aturocha opened his mouth and said he will give one of us 5 million to kill Nnamdi Kanu. Haven't he suffered enough? Haven't we tortured him enough? Even the leaders, I know many of them have conscience of human being. Although some of them, they don't have human being conscience. But let me tell you, even if you kill me today, death will still be happening. Even if you try to silence me to murder the truth, the truth will still be coming up. The prophets of the old that I know, they stand in the truth. They don't fear who will kill them. But the prophet of this time and the prophetess of this time, all they do is to collect money. They will see truth and turn it upside down so that nobody will kill them. Read the book of Matthew chapter 10. Read it from verse 1 to end. God said, Jesus said, which is God, he told us what we will pass through as messengers, as ministers. Yes, at times you might be afraid. But when God says speak, you need to speak up. How can you ask people to kill your brother? You are just doing it to get attention from government. But if the government of Nigeria is still the government I used to know, from the time of Abubakar, Babangida and the rest, I know a lot of things happened that time. Obasanjo, I know a lot of things happened. But these people were still the man of honor. Although nobody have ever ruled people, and they say that the person is good. since I entered this life. No pastor is good in the eyes of people. No leader is good in the eyes of anyone. But they are still dragging the seat. What kind of wickedness is this? This man have lost his father. This man lost his mother. This man's life had been scattered because it was a sign that is how his life will be. And you want to add salt, kabad, to the injury. That young man that said that, watch your generation. God will raise somebody like Nnamdi Kanu from there. You will be dragged to the mud. Write it somewhere. I am a messenger. I am a born deity, as God made me to be. The other time, God asked me to talk to Okija people. When I talked to them, they brought letter to me that I was summoned to Okija to come and swear. When the Okija messenger came, I saw him krokro. He was wearing bossas, red, tying white on his head with cowries, very naked. He was very fair, handsome young man. If you see him, if you are a woman, spiritual, if you see him, you will trip for the man. The original messenger of Okija. I told him, I am a light. My name is Inyang Obiranama, known as Mara Jehovah. You cannot invite me for judgment. He told me that so many reports that they received was some members of my ministry was giving a letter to come and swear that I tear the letter. I told him I did not tear the letter. If you have spiritual eyes as you are, and you are still the powerful deity of the whole Igbo land, that you will know whether I tear the letter or not. Or if I told them not to go, that the judgment will be handled spiritually. My dear, let me tell you, when the day evil was born, the one that will destroy the evil was also born. I am a mere woman, but women, there are many of them that are greatest masquerade. That young man, Ajali Igbo, will wage war against you and your generation. Your money will disappear. Your kobo, even the 5 million, you will not see 1,000 to eat again. Mark it somewhere. I've been praying for over 190 something days for peace to reign in this country. For Igbos to see Yoruba as their own. For Hausa to see Igbo as their own. For everybody to be in peace. Do you want to run me mad? Everywhere is problem. And you have the audacity to come online and say you will give 5 million to somebody that will kill Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know how much that have been paid for him to be killed? And they could not kill him. And you think it's you that is water that is inside the spoon. Ocean could not swallow him. But you that is water that is inside the spoon, you think you can swallow him. You have built the drum of shame for you and your family and generation. I am now taking birth from you, that man. I'm a woman. You are now my fellow woman. Let the land of Igbo, the land of Hausa, the land of Yoruba, the land of Benin, the land of Calabar, Efik, let them bear witness of today. They will destroy you before God will even look down to see if you are still existing. Wicked soul. My name is Mara Jehovah. I am from Abreba. I love peace. I don't see things for spiritual world. I go tell you story where your father never tell you before. But that is not my mission. My mission is for love and unity. I don't know if there is still old men in Yoruba land. I don't know if there is still old men in Hausa land. Let it not be we are only after our belly, after what we will gain. I don't know if there is still old men, adults, elders in Igbo land. How can we be in the land and the goat that is pregnant will die on the rope or the leash? Let us be careful. Oh. Many of you knows very well that I have never come out and speak and it refused to come to pass. This drum of war, many of you are beating. If this war starts, none of you can stand it. My dear, many of you think that I am against Imo State. Check it somewhere. My #1 assistant was from Mbitolu in Imo State. Her name was called Love. And she also started answering my name, Batoas. She's from Imo State. She treated me well. When she was my assistant, she loves me so much. She bath me. If we go to a pro evangelism, she will bath me and dress me. We will go. If we come back, she will bath me, dress me. If people come to see me, you must pass through her. When she was around me, if not the greedy of the mother, when she was around me, I had peace. I was in peace. She was treating me like a mother. The love of mother that I have never seen in life. That battle was giving it to me. She protected me with everything in her. She was so educated. The people that deceived the mother and used the mother against me and her was living church people. I know they hide my voice to say it. Living church. They are the one that took her to Ghana. They used her and dropped her. Now she's suffering in Ghana. I've been looking for a way to get her because she deserves to be happy again. Despite that she did not follow me to the end. They bridged her on the way. It wasn't her fault. She's from Imo State. And that is why, since my life, Imo State people have been loving me. That's why how the enemy have been pushing many of them to fight me. Because I said the truth. But yet, to today, Imo State have never bridged their love for me. They have never bridged their love for me. There is another one. They call her Chinaza. She's from Imo State. She used to call me her word. But the enemy came in and scattered the thing. Me, I leave it for God. My dear, let me tell you people. I see things that people cannot see. God told me that Imo State is the #1 capital of Igbo land when the time comes. That there is a covenant boss that is buried in Olo. That many people was searching in the spirit from north to know where the salvation of Igbos will come from. Where they will rest their weapon. And they saw it was Imo State. And I told you that 2019 that war will start from Olo. And the people that will bring the war will come from north. And they will place somebody in a seat. That a man will come up as a governor. They will call him. I've forgotten his name. Thank you. Thank you, my guardian angel. I appreciate. They will call him Ihedioha. But he will rule Imo State 6 months. They will remove him. And they will put another person. That from there, war will start from Olo. And it will reach Owerri. And the war will last 16 years. Many of you call me names. And today, it's happening. I can see what people cannot see. I can hear what many cannot hear. By the grace of God, not by my making. That is why if you come to me for solution, if it's something you will pay, I will tell you you will pay. If it's something I will do it free for you, I will tell you it is free. And I will tell you what you will do. You will get exactly what you want. And that is why if I give you oil or anything and ask you to use it, believe it or not, it must happen the way you want. You people should stop all this kata. I went to Cotonou November last year. I told them that president of Cotonou will be removed. Igbo people will start having problem in their markets in Cotonou. A lot of Igbos started fighting me from that Biafra market. And it did not pass 2 weeks. It came to pass. If not the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that sent army people to Cotonou to go and fight for the president of Cotonou. My dear, let me tell you, I am not more qualified than you. I am not better than you. I am the voice from the east. I am an angel of peace. I don't do counseling online. Do you hear me? I have only 2 phone numbers. I don't do counseling online. My name is Mala Jehovah. I am from Abriba Nachoken, the only small London in Igbo land. in Ohafia local government. God bless you.
The sovereign nation document, United States of Biafran sovereign nation document, was received by Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, signed a receipt on the receiver. The sorry, I think I'm making a mistake with this. It's not the document. Okay, I think this is all right, just guys. All right, so sorry, of course, that's been corrected. WTO has received the redeclaration document approved by Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. I hope you people know that she is the head of the WTO. So it means that our document has been received by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, you know, from the Olu state government, sent it to her, and she has received and acknowledged it, and they have logged it into their system that the United States of Biafran government has officially submitted our document to the WTO, and this document was received by Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. That's to tell you that we are not joking. Anything we are telling you here, we are not joking. So the Nigerian people can be telling you that, oh, these people are not serious, they are online country, oh, they are far away, why can't they come and take their sovereignty? They know what they are doing. They know Biafra has been redeclared. So Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has received our, you know, sovereign nation documents according to how it's stated here. The sovereignty of Biafran document has been submitted to the WTO. So they have gotten it. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, or is she a doctor? I don't know. But Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has received and acknowledged the document under my hand. So she has received and acknowledged it. So that's to tell you that whatsoever Biafrans are telling you, it is true. Most Biafrans, not all of them, whatever Rosé is telling you here is the simple truth. Go and sleep. Biafra has come. Go and relax. Biafra has come. Go and start, you know, and rejoicing. Biafra is here. I am not joking. We are not joking. Again, secondly, the insecurity in Nigeria is very alarming. Most especially, I do not know what Nigerian military is doing in Enugu State. They have been there for a couple of weeks now. And I want to really read out something that I saw yesterday on Vanguard. A military colonel, and I quote, military colonel was adopted on his way to his house. I think it's very close to his house, and almost stepping out of his vehicle, and these gunmen attacked him in Abuja. Colonel Uwem was a native of Enugu State. Coming back from Enugu State to Abuja, where he's reciting with his military, and they were attacked very close to his house. The man refused to give up. He refuses to surrender to the armed gunmen, where he fought gallantly. And these gunmen never intended to kill him or buy him. They never intended to buy him, but at the end of the day, he was unalived. Now, their intention was adoption, not buying him. But Colonel Uwem fought, an intelligence officer of Nigeria who was supposed to ascend to the rank of a brigadier general by next year, was gunned down by unknown gun adopters in Abuja. So, Biafrans, all of you can see what is going on in Nigeria today. All of you can see the chaos that Nigeria is causing. All of you can see after this bandit and terrorist has been arrested by the good soldiers of Nigeria. Nigeria will tell you that they want to, you know, give them leniency. Nigeria will tell you no, that they don't want to harm them because they are their children. And what Nigerian does is they would, give them a class to attend for some months where they tell you that what was that English? De-radicalize them. De-radicalize. They tell you that they have come to de-radicalize them. And after radicalizing them, what they do is to now resuscitate them back into the military. This is the result. In the heart of Abuja. They said this general Uwem was coming from Enugu, that is a native of Enugu state, that he was coming back from Enugu with his entourage, almost getting into his compound for him to step out. These people attacked him, and he fought back. He refused to be adopted like a coward in front of his wife, his driver, and his his security. And at the end of the day, the unalived him and shot his security, shot his wife, and shot his driver. These people are in the hospital receiving treatment. This is a country that somebody came out, Chigozie Nwugu came out to tell you that he wants the head of Nnamdi Kanu. And when we decided to hunt for his own head, the internet went ablaze. This is a country that Chigozie Nwugu wants Nnamdi Kanu said. And you know what? If you don't fight back, if you don't push back, they go see you finish. And we can't allow that to continue to happen. A colonel, military generals have been unalive. In Nigeria, nobody is saying anything. Last couple of months ago, how many generals was unalive in Nigeria? Almost 3 generals. This one now making it 4. In Nigeria. In Nigeria. If generals can be adopted, if military generals can be adopted and be executed. In fact, I don't see this as an adoption. I see this as an assassination. Nigeria is evil. And I'm calling on the global international world to understand the kind of killings that is going on in Enugu State. Nigeria is hunting Biafrans down. Nigeria is occupying, taking the lives of Biafran in every state in Biafran land as we speak. With their military. All in the name of looking for ESN that does not exist anywhere. Going house to house, unaliving people, telling you that they're hunting ESN. Chigozie Nwugu did not see this. He's looking for Nnamdi Kanu's head. Please, Biafrans, judge this with me. Please judge this. Judge. You people should be the judge now. You people should be the judge. Chigozie is looking for the head of Nnamdi Kanu. Look at what is going on in Nigeria. Look at what is going on in Nigeria. A colonel, lieutenant colonel, was attacked in the heart of Nigeria, Abuja. Nobody was able to help this man. They wanted to adopt him, but they could not adopt him. They executed him. And Chigozie is seeing all these things. All he wants is Nnamdi Kanu. So it is Nnamdi Kanu now that is in detention that is causing this unrest in Nigeria. Why can't we tell ourselves the truth? Why can't we speak up? Last, everybody will lay down 6 feet. So why can't you speak up? Look at how they go to Enugu State to unalive our people, to destroy our land. Why? Because they know Simon Ekpa is coming out. Why? 7 days from now, Simon is coming out. They know. Nigeria knows. That is why they are looking for Gentle, they are looking for this, they are looking for that person, in order for them to be easy, so that it will not be easy for Simon Ekpa to build military, but they don't know they came too late. That's why they are going around telling you that they are looking for ESN. Why is it now that they are looking for ESN? Why is it now they tell you that although there is nothing called ESN in Biafran land? Anything that you see is Biafran army, not even liberation. It is now called Biafran army. That is why Nigeria is destroying lives and property. And the Amnesty International are quiet. The international bodies are quiet. European Union is quiet. People like Finland is quiet. Americans are quiet. They are killing Biafrans. Let me say it the way it is. If they want to take my station now, let it. Nigeria is killing us in Biafran land. Let them go and verify these things I'm telling you. People are being displaced from their houses. Is it Biafrans that are doing this one now? Is it Nnamdi Kanu that is doing this? Is it Simon Ekpa that is locked away that is doing this in Biafra land? Go to Enugu State now. Go to Enugu State and see what I'm telling you. Amnesty International. Go to Enugu State. Go to Enugu State and see how they are killing us. How they are taking our lives away. How our mothers are running into the forest. How our brothers and sisters are being raped. How our siblings are being kidnapped and unalive. Go. You people should go to Enugu State. Then they will come and tell you that Rose is placing bounty on somebody's head. That's what they're going to tell you. But Chigozie did not see all these things to put out there to the world to know what is going on. Have you seen what we're saying about Nigeria? Have you seen why I'm very radical when it comes to Nigeria? But they can de-radicalize terrorists. Bring them, give them uniform. Tell you that they are all repentant terrorists, they are all repentant Boko Haram. Look at what is happening in the heart of Nigeria today. Colonel was unalived yesterday. On Sunday, over 30 people in Kaduna, plus children, plus kids. Life has no meaning in Nigeria. Life is meaningless in Nigeria. When I talk, they will say I don't talk. But somebody can come on national television. It is good when corruption is good. When you are part of the corruption. Corruption becomes connection when you are in charge, when you are involved. Corruption becomes a blessing to you because you are involved. But it becomes evil when people like me comes in and say, no, it is not good. They will turn me up to an evil man. That's how Nigeria is. Go to Enugu State and see what is going on. Come to Anambra State and see what Fulanis are doing to us. They are on military uniform. Nobody is sanctioning them. Enugu State governor can dare not speak out. Next election, they can't bring him in. And that is why we have stated that there is nothing like election in Biafran land. Nothing like election in 2027. Guys, if you like, go and do any nonsense. I'm telling you from here, nothing like election. You have seen it now that Dr. Ngozi, I don't know if she's a doctor. Sorry to use that name, doctor. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has received our document in our company or where she works. WTO. Where she works, she has signed that Biafra government brought our sovereign nation documents to her and she approved it, that she has received it. It's everywhere on social media. So for some of them who will tell you they are online country, people, you don't know what we know. That's why I keep shouting. Okonjo-Iweala has received our document. At least if you people don't believe me, go to internet and see if I'm telling lies. That's Nigeria will tell you that. Don't worry, Simon is a terrorist. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu terrorist. Oh, we want the head of Nnamdi Kanu just because of our declared nation. Just because of this good country that is coming. That is the reason. Because all of them will be unemployed. Because before you amount to this kind of position you are in, that's why they're very destructive. Because they are not equal to that tax. So they're very, anything you want to do, they will sabotage it and become very destructive because they know one-on-one interview, they can't succeed. Some of you who are very educated, you are driving Okada, driving buses, you are their drivers. You walk under them and answer them, sir. Why they are supposed to be the one answering you, Oga? Some of you came out from Unilag 2-1. Some of you came out with excellence in your different universities, you don't have a job. That's why somebody can go and steal common phone. They will beat that person to death in Nigeria because of the poverty rate in Nigeria. At least if you don't believe me, I have just read something to you now. And we are just calling upon the world, international community. Nigeria is unalive. There is no need to use the word unalive. Nigeria is killing Biafrans in Biafran land. We are being killed every day. They are killing us. They are killing Biafrans every single day. Using the military, the difference now is that they have told us military not to make videos. People that we have evidences to prove to any international community, we have evidences to send to you. Just get in touch with us. We will send you the evidence of what these animals are doing in Biafran land. Looking for our military. Why are they looking for ESN? Why is it now? Why can't they go to the north and look for this terrorist that is not alive in everybody? Sunday, 30 people were killed in the north. 30 in Kaduna, including children. Including children. Children are inclusive. That is what makes Nigeria very dangerous. That is Christian community in Kaduna. When they report that 30 people was unalive, you should know that it goes, maybe it's 160 people. They just reported 30 to make it look, Nigeria now, killing is enormous. They've normalized killing in Nigeria. I'm just not exaggerating. I'm just telling you what is happening in this country called Nigeria. Now, when we come and speak, somebody will tell you, we are waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Come back. Come back. That's what they do. That's how Nigeria is. In this country, you can't touch a pigeon. Pigeon, to God, you will go, Igakatanga. Pigeon is protected by the law. Pigeon is protected by the law. You see this, our bushmeat, what is it called? Squirrel. For some of you who don't know about these things, I'm telling you for the very first time. Squirrel is protected. That's why you see squirrel very fat, very thick. Our bushmeat, squirrel is protected in this. You can't dare touch squirrel. They are very friendly to human. When they are hungry and they see you eating biscuit, they will come close to you. Squirrel, I'm telling you, squirrel. You can't touch it. They don't burn you well. They didn't burn you well to go near it and unalive it. I'm telling you, squirrel. But Nigeria kills children. Nothing is protected in Nigeria. When we talk, people like Chigos Yewogu will come and tell, we want the head of Nnamdi Kanu. Have you seen where my anger is coming from? Have you seen the reason why I'm angry against Nigeria? That they kill their own children. I saw things that I never saw in my life. Children were being brought out from house where terrorists killed them, set fire in the house. Children, they don't know anything about this life. Then Nigeria kills them. Kills their own. But in this country, squirrel are protected. Squirrel is protected in this country. Animals are protected. I'm not talking even dogs now, big boys to some Nigerians in this country. I'm not going to go there. Dogs are big boys, big girls to some. When you see somebody that tells you, I drive Porsche, or I drive, what is it called now, Toyota Camry, over 10 million. UK dogs are better than them. I'm telling you the truth. UK dogs are better. UK dogs are far better. So that's why I don't want to even. I'm just telling you, animals in the forest are protected by the law. Tinubu is your president. You are happy. Oh, Jagaban. Shameless country, shameless people, I call you. When you come abroad, you know that these people have eaten your future in their mouth. You will see that these people are not worthy to live around you. They are not worthy to leave you for 1 second. All these animals you see everywhere. Do you see how pained I am today? I'm very pained. It's not a sign of weakness, but it's a sign to tell you that Nigeria cannot work. It's a sign to tell all of you that Nigeria is not going to work. Not in a million years. Come to the USB. We are striving. We are moving. We are destroying them with documentation. We are, I'm telling you. We Biafrans are destroying them. Let them come and deny that Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala did not receive our document, declared that document, and signed it. Let anybody come and deny it. Let them, Nigeria, deny it. We have officially submitted our document, redeclared document and sovereign nation document to Nigerian state. That's why you see them going around looking for Gentle, and they are actually looking for Gentle and the rest of them, Butuzo and all those people who fought, who stood their ground because they know Odogwu is coming out. They do know all these things I'm telling you for free. One Nigeria, you can see how One Nigeria has helped you. Let me tell Biafrans the truth. If I, Rose, does not have paper in this country, I can never return home. I'd rather die in this country not having paper, not working, living in the forest, than coming to live in Nigeria. I swear to my Father in heaven. That's how bad I hate Nigeria. That's how bad Nigeria has dealt with me. I know what people are going through. Some of you don't know how many people are managing, striving to pay their school fees. I have not finished solving my own problem. I have my own problem. But this person, but because I know how bad, how terrible Nigeria is, I know how bad the economy of Nigeria is. People that used to eat in plenty cannot even eat one square meal. So I know. It's not as if they are formulating anything. I know. So that's why I cannot attend to everybody. It's not possible. Those my niggas behind the trigger, the niggas who had my back when we were in school, when I had nothing, when I was in deep shit, my niggas who were giving me covering fires, those are the people when they call me now, I just pick, bro, what's going on, man? How is he going? They say, oh, but Rose, see. Oh yeah, okay, just they maintain with this one until. Guy is very tough for some people today that I know. They were well to do. Under this administration, I know what you guys are going through. Under this administration, I know what every pain family is suffering. That is why I cannot take bribe. That is why I cannot stop talking. That is why I met some good Biafrans who called me some days ago. Oh, Rose, we love you so much. Oh, can we send money to you so that you can use it even though it's beer? And I'm like, thank you, sir. Some of them, when they call me, they say, oh, please send us your account. I need to give you something. I said, no. Honestly, realistically, I don't have enough. But I'm not going to come here because of what my people are going, Biafrans are going through. And then I'll use that as an advantage to make myself rich. Nobody can come and tell you, oh, I gave Rose this money, or I gave him I was the one who made me. Nobody. Nobody fit try. I've got a lot of calls, a lot of offers. That's not the reason why I am here. If Mazi Simon Ekpa comes out, and that time, I know that the main people in charge, because I'm coming here to tell Biafrans the truth, so that you don't lose hope, so that you know that there is hope after the tunnel, and that there is light before the tunnel. All right? So that you don't completely say, oh, nothing. That is why I have been telling you the truth. Since over 2 years now, I have been speaking the truth. I've not lied to Biafrans. Nigeria is evil to the core, I'm telling you people. Very evil people. Children. Let me not even talk about adults now. I'm talking about kids. What do children do now? Oh, now they kill them. They kill the colonel. Yes, he's married, he's got children, and he's got a lot. Children! Please, if you doubt me, some of you will say, oh, hey, Rose is lying. Go to English Analogies page. Please go there. Go there and see for yourself. Go and see for yourself. Go to English Analogies page. You will cry blood out of your eyes. That is the country that Chigozie came and told you on national television that you should kill Nnamdi Kanu. What you wish for him, we now wish it for you. And place bounty on you. You think I'm going to be scared? Okay. You think, say, I'm going to fear you. Or I'm going to fear to talk. And now we place bounty on your head. And why are you panicking? Why the panic? I thought evil is good. Test it now. Have a taste of that evil. You are running up and down. You are sending people like Ijele to you people who are not well. You people are not well. I'm telling you, you are not well. Let this rubbish happen again and see how far we can take it. Every time you will hear them kill. Okay, where you will know Nigeria now? Let the day of Simon Ekpa case come now. It's coming. Baby, is it on Wednesday next week? Let's see how many Nigerian governments will come there with evidence. When I tell you that these people are evil, they cannot defend anything. They cannot defend anything. They cannot stand and defend any documentation. They can't. You think I'm telling you lies? They can't. They will use money to want to stop everything. And we like Tinubu. That is why we know Tinubu is very foolish and selfish. The more he's doing to make us look stupid, the more he's looking more stupid in the international face. The more he's bribing, the more he's looking more stupid. The more he's bribing, the more he's looking more silly. We have made him a stupid man in the international community. He knows this. That's why he's looking for Biafran soldiers. Because he knows when Obato Obie comes out. You think Obato Obie will suffer this thing and come and shut up his mouth? That's why they're looking for our freedom fighters. That's why they're looking for them. Look, I'm not in support of anybody, unaliving anybody. I am not in support of that. Our nation is very, very legal. We are going legal. They asked us to go legal. So we are going legal. Everything USB is doing, everything United States of Biafran government is doing here is legal. We are going legal. We are not fighting anybody. We are not unaliving anybody. Please, we are not unaliving anybody. But if you threaten anybody's life, to God, we will threaten. You will not sleep in your house. Let me tell you. Don't threaten any Biafrans. Don't. Let the Nigerian government continue to bring themselves out. But you, civilians, have no right to threaten any civilian. You don't have that right. It's not done in this country. So you can't do it in Biafra. You can't do it to any Biafrans. Not on our watch. I came out here some days ago and told you people how much I've been promised. Some of you think I'm joking. Some of you think I don't know what I'm saying. Now, so for those of you who saw what happened on Saturday, please go and get your citizen identification. It is now left for you to go and get it. Anywhere. Go and get it under our government. Go and get it. Go and identify yourself as from the homeland as a citizen of United States of Biafra. It is free. You are not paying money to get it. I guess so, but you are not paying money. It is free. Go and get it. Go and be registered. Nigeria, you see Nigeria, you see these people, they are not for the Igbos, and they will never be for the Igbos. They can never be for the Igbos. So don't stop deceiving yourself. If somebody wants to look for contract, you use Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody wants to win election, you use Nnamdi.
My name is W. Bruce DeValier, and I am an international lawyer and a civil litigator, international civil litigator, and a constitutional lawyer. I am pleased and honored to be counsel for Ambassadors of Self-Determination. I am equally pleased and honored to be here today. He's remarkably similar to Nelson Mandela in that his charismatic approach to securing freedom for his people, advocating for peace, and advocating for self-determination. So Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of the Igbo people. And in that regard, as I said, he is remarkably like Nelson Mandela. Nnamdi Kanu is our opportunity to get it right. So if you have some hesitation about supporting Nnamdi Kanu, because there's been some talk of him being a terrorist and the IPOB being terrorist, that's simply not true. But I'm here to submit to you, even more important, Nelson Mandela was considered a terrorist. As a matter of fact, Nelson Mandela was not removed from the United States list of terrorists until he was 89 years old, and I believe it was 2009, when he was almost dead. As we've said, evidence has come to light that not only is Nnamdi Kanu jailed, and let's just make sure what we're talking about is crystal clear. Here is a man that is a political leader, a peace-loving political leader that wants freedom for his people, wants his people to no longer be subjected to apartheid-like discrimination and genocide, and he's jailed because of that. He's sitting in jail as we speak today. And I would really be delighted, and my job would be done, if a great number of you said, why haven't I heard about this before? Why isn't everyone talking about this? Why is this something that seems to only concern the Igbo people? Why don't we know about this injustice? Because I submit to you, there is no greater injustice right now on this planet than the continued unlawful incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it's easy to say unlawful, and I'm a lawyer and I often say it, but in this case we have not one, not two, but three separate panels, judicial panels, that have said his arrest, his rendition, and his continued incarceration are absolutely illegal. Not because it's not a good idea, not because we don't like it, not because he's the leader of our people or a leader of people that we favor. The Nigerian courts applying Nigerian law made that determination not once, but twice. You have two court judgments, it's so obvious, that said he must be released immediately, he must be returned to his place of citizenship, which is Britain, and he must be paid 1 billion naira. Or 500,000 naira, depending on the court. The United Nations has looked at this case and determined that there are rampant, gross human rights violations, and they demand the immediate release. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents, just as Nelson Mandela represented his people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents over 50% more people, 42 million as opposed to 28 million. So how can we not move mountains, do everything in our power possible as human beings to free Nnamdi Kanu? It's fundamental, basic Nigerian law. And that has been disregarded. Because Nigerian law has been utilized by the courts twice to say, release Nnamdi Kanu. Again, let's make sure we understand he's in jail solely because of his political beliefs. He's caged solely because of his ethnicity, and solely because of what he represents, which is freedom. Freedom from oppression, freedom from genocide, and freedom from apartheid-like discrimination. The UN determination, they found directly, not obliquely, not as a recommendation, but a direct speaking voice that the UN seldom, if ever, takes, almost never takes, that there was a violation of Nnamdi Kanu's human rights because he was detained arbitrarily and without law. He was detained without due process. He was detained without the right to use his counsel. And he was unlawfully kidnapped and secreted to a secret location. He was disappeared. He was all of the horrors that you can imagine that a nation could do short of actually killing him, which would be genocide, all at once. Nnamdi Kanu has languished in the darkness and the silence for far too long. We call for someone, anyone or Congress as a whole, to stand up and say enough's enough, free Nnamdi Kanu. So when this message gets out to the members of the United States Congress, I submit that those that want to strike a blow for freedom and also preserve their name for posterity, this would be a good start. So I think we have reason for hope. Without hope, everyone gives up. So I'm here to tell you there's hope. Finally, the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is of paramount importance in beginning the process of remedying the religious and ethnic persecution in Nigeria. It's a bigger issue than him. The call, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a call for human rights and obedience to the rule of law and good government that must be made from throughout the globe and heard in Abuja. 50 million plus, 60 million plus Igbo worldwide will cherish the day of Kanu's freedom, and the world will celebrate, much as it celebrated the release of Nelson Mandela. And we can all be part of that. The courts of Nigeria have spoken. The United Nations have spoken. Now is the time for the American people and Congress to speak, and the world to speak, to lend their voices, to condemn Nigeria's action, and to encourage them to do what is required of them in compliance with the rule of law and international human rights. If the United States is responsible in any measure for causing the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the world, West Africa, Africa, and the world will see and celebrate the United States as the beacon of human rights, freedom and liberty and the rule of law that it always has been, that we always imagine ourselves to be, and we aspire to be. Simple act, one man, one voice, one statement. We can attain those great benefits in that sense of accomplishment.
Fellow Americans, lovers of freedom, champions of human rights, our mission is to advocate for the political vulnerable and persecuted around the world. My name is Evans Nwankwo, and I'm the chairman of this organization. This man is being held in Nigeria against all legal and court order. Nigeria has turned into a dark nation. It's not the same place that I grew up. And ladies and gentlemen, you cannot drive darkness away with darkness. You can only do so with light. We are gathered here today to advocate and ask all the lovers of freedom and champions of human rights to be the light that drives away this darkness in the country Nigeria by doing the right thing, releasing this innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who I've called
these people that I've been warning about for the longest time managed to enter Udi, Inouye, in Udi local government area. And I watched the video of the aftermath of their attack after they had taken a seminarian, a catechist, and another church person, and they took them from inside the church. I was watching the video, and I watched how the man who was speaking in that video was very furious. He went away. The man now said that, look at our youths, they are all here ready to move in. If we were anything, and that they were watching these people go with their own brothers. They know their bushes. That they know it very well. Oboni Moody very well. A man and do the people now they something they do every year where they go to the bush, to the forests. Gano they are they kobo bili their self. Akosi ubo. When that season is over, they will return home. On duty. So when the man is saying Hama or the man my honey, and that the youths are ready. Mane nwero zini ha gejuwe chuondi biali itonde bani. Obu ni fa menu di gafe, obu ne mera tend to it. More will happen, and before you know it, Haton Obai to Benue. If you go part of Ihemele Juwejide Nnamdi Kanu, when abaso iPob, mbogu nina na abaso iPob. That's why I keep telling people, nobody says that these guys have not done something probably that we are not happy with. Maybe I probably or maybe they overdid something. Man, at the end of the day, you are not looking at the real reason why these people are fighting this organization. You are not looking at the real reason why they want to disarm everybody. Today in Nigeria, you are still not allowed to officially carry a firearm like AK-47. Manandi Fulani bandits are allowed to carry it even in front of the police officers. And you're telling me that we should all keep quiet. Nibo should not so sisi koya abono naturally ibu opule boku. And you want bro no sisi and imani Igbo. I'm not a historian, but I'm somebody who understands Igbo history very well. Malo that Nandi Wablon Doga be pushed to the wall, Hane Kriginania, Wagen Kete. Anya Mamekwa, or Mamekwa, or Mamekwa. Fulani na Igbo. Ah, yeah. Come here, I chani na now no. I swear to God Almighty, I chani na now no. Come and the Fulani got turn over to Benue. I swear to God Almighty. So, they made video about it to come and express anger or anything. My mind is, we know what to do. So, bro, the video will imwetia etosasiya. Igwandi bae nam se ha ke nkwocha. Etu obuna ndi Fulani si choya. Etu obuna no wa ha si choya, we will give it to them. My father's land will never be invaded while I am alive. I do not freaking care what anybody thinks. Away from Nigeria, hacho ino ozo. No problem. Aga no de aga. Man, if me and Igbo invade within the Fulani, it will never happen in this life. Umwaka ba inine nona etim buna sisinya yengwolu sinya yengwolu bidon bokota ba no munu now. Bokota no munu ono. Obo na efu video mandi nke no n'udio. Okunu fuli ihe ndị nke abịa na-eme now. Ya ka ikwesi na-eme every part of Igbo land. The only problem with that Nnamdi Kanu na APC wu a horrible terrorist party. But nis ibayerana APC, your code of conduct is that you must not open your mouth and speak when any terrorist activity happens in your state. And that's what broke my heart with Mba Ibanyebawa. Mba is a good guy. He's a good guy. Oh, my good intentions. I know that for a fact. Man Ibayerana APC, you're finished. Anambaba onye Igbo. Nwa Igbo ekwesịrị na-eme anya ụla. Ekwesịrị ịma that even if APC has swallowed others, you should be the one swallowing APC. Onulube nwanne agba n'ọsọ. Weli ile gị gụọ eze gị ọnụ. Malụ na oge elugo. Oge elugo. You have no idea. Who know what idea if an achieve? We made a video just about a few weeks ago. How they want to invade Igbo land. Now the number one target was Igbo. The most important thing they want in Nigeria, Buka Igbo Bulu, a Muslim enclave, an Islamic enclave, to Islamize us, which will never happen, even if I die. So because we don't know video, I happy me put too much. You know for video, you know to say. Umaka buy nine, mana fire me something. Wadono munu, bukotabano munu on 4 month groups. 4 month groups soon. Na nugo. Ndinke neme vigilante ne timbu na nwere ihe ha ji arụ ọrụ. 4 month groups soon. Aga m etinye email m na video now. Ọ bụ na mụ amara ka esi ezite email na achọ onye no amongst you people ma ezi email unu send them email. Bido come with send there. Unu zitelum email. Imana I've been fighting against our people who use send there. But in this case, the concern with now. Can you remember this in Igbo? Because in Keka Igbo abatago. Because zitenum yana o email, private email. Zitenum ya wanum ki hesi adine bunu no mandu dio, mandi abiao, mandi ebo bunu na anona kwa na Igbo unu fo hana video. Welu ni email nge tinye na this video. Wele zitem email ogwanum ki hesi agana bunu. Oguta hemwe iki kukita. Onweze ihe ọzọ. Every other thing nge kuga abuzi ma nwete email un. Araga babu ndi ara. Unabi batani Igbo. Kind on.
Hello my wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.